running, just tap. All right. Bang, bang, he fell down. All right. Bi triangle and cross ashi are the same thing. Essentially. Let me put it this way. We can just cross our ankles like we're playing guard, or we can go to triangle.
Yeah. They do every game, right?
Remember, when we have this grip this way, and we're
I almost bet them
in,
at halftime too.
I can get to that triangle, but I have some space that's going to go on. He can wiggle his hips, he can move, everything else. So, what if I'm losing the knee line? I could turn to a calf crusher, I could do all those things. But what I want you to think about is, if I'm here, I can move more, he can move more. If I lock my triangle, I can move less. The cost of it is he may not be able to move less, but he may be able to move more because I'm pinning myself that way. Because Carlos goes, well, George is pinning himself that way. Good, come back. So I go. Now, once I get this, we start talking about what's going on, where the thumbs point is one thing, where the toes point. So there's more to it, but let's just use something to practice, which is really simple. I'm going to focus on my right big toe to start. My right big toe points up, so I'm curling my big toe up. And he starts to try to turn that way. It's a little bit harder. Yes, my foot's in the way, so I'll just do it this way. Try to keep turning. He can push up a little bit more, but his hip can't move as much.
It's actually harder.
Correct. Now, if I point my right toe down, his hips can get up. So I don't want his hips to get this way and up. I point my right big toe and I curl it up. So if he tries to get up, well, I'm losing the knee line. Now I want to go back towards you. So if I want to go back towards you, if my right or my left big toe curls down and my right points up, go ahead. He's still going to be able to turn and take me that way because my left toe is taking me curling under to go this way. I want to go back towards you. So my right big toe is going to do this. My left is going to do this. Okay? So I'm going to do the following. Right down and left is going to point towards you. So if he tries to go, even with no grip, I can start to force and kind of get into a position where I'm in that inside ashi, or I'm in a position where usually my leg is going to be relatively safe. You feel some pressure on this right now. I have no grip. If both my big toes are going to go this way, so my hands are trying to be neutral right now, so I'm curling my right big toe that way, and my left big toe you see this way, and I start to go, I'm going to say right now, just wiggle your hips left and right how you want to move, just that. If you want to try to build a little height, you can build height. What do you feel right now? Hip is pinned, but you can get your upper body, right? Go ahead. Cool. Now, for the sake of it, I'm going to pull both my big toes curled up towards me, right? So I'm coming up towards me, and now if he tries to go,
I don't want to.
Where do you feel? Knee bone. Okay, so you still okay here? I'll back it up a little. All right. Now, could I get some dissociation going? What happens when I take my left big toe this way and my right big toe that way? You can move more. We don't want that, right? Because I had this kind of position, so I want to be able to say, I don't have a major grip. Normally, what's going to be happening? Grip fighting or pummeling legs. So if I feel him trying to grip and pummel and everything, what do I start doing? I flex that. Now, both my big toes are facing that way. Yes, he can pummel his legs, right? He could turn that way, right? So if I feel him turning that way, right? Go ahead. I can start playing with how do I want to make sure that he can't really go anywhere. Left big toe points up, right big toe curls down, and if he tries to go that way, I can then start to pull my right big toe up once we get to here. So now I'm getting into like this inside ashi with even like a shoelace kind of mesh. So my right big toe, which is kind of hard to see, is on Carlos's like right butt cheek and hamstring, and I'm curling that up. This left one, if I point my left down right now, I'm almost calf crushing myself, but he can rotate more. I pull my left up and I have this going. And where do you feel most of the pressure right now? right above the knee. So again, what would most people do here? I gotta make a grip. So here's what I'm gonna tell you. The minute I just do this and I squeeze my fists, you can wiggle, you can move. So what do I wanna do there? Realize what's going on with that body. Okay, he's feeling most of the pressure going, because I'm taking everything that way. What happens if I take my right hand, my thumbs face him this way, and I have my feet going that way, right? How's that feel? Still can rotate a little bit. So now let's just kind of put this together as a toggle. Left big toe is pointing that way, right is curling up, we feel that knee bar pressure. So I got left big toe doing this, and I got this going this, okay? Now, here's what I want you to kind of think about from here. If I have my left hand closer to me, my right hand over, right? Go ahead and wiggle and move, right? If I have it this way, go ahead. A little bit harder. Yes, no? Okay. Yeah. So, left over right, go ahead. Right over left. Feel it with the right over left, or right over left towards me, you can go that way. And this one, if I go left over right, you can't go that way. All right, so now let's put things together. So, left big toe's going that way, right big toe is curling up. We feel some pressure there. Left over right. All right, now, what could we start playing with that? What if I turn my left hand thumb down, right? Right thumb hand going here. Go to turn.
Going into your...
So whatever kind of grip you would make should have some kind of play or quality that's going to go in here. Or we can get into some other pieces where I go, how do I feed into this? What I just need is to occupy the space so that way as he goes to move and pummel. So, do I need to get under the heel? No. I just need to do something where there's something. I'm already under here, now I gotta go over to just occupy space. Like that. Same kind of thing. Left big toe faces out. Hands turning, thumb down. Right hand is on here. I lean down, and he'll tell you.
It's a good step, but I can't.
So the natural rotation is what he's go to grip fight and do everything from there. As he's doing that, I can start turning down. He's just pinning himself. So a lot of these things, right, run specifically into the following, is that there is no fundamental difference, actually, because you're more flexible than me, right? Put me in a body triangle with, yeah, land. Give me space. There's no fundamental difference between this. Come back. Stay right there. I'm gonna put my. Oh, you want to keep this over to give me space right now? Triangle. Just triangle, same way. And this. There's no fundamental difference between body triangle, me. And what would be considered old school half guard. Like, there's no fundamental difference. Let's come around for a sec. And that's a very strong thing with awareness. People that do they play straight up. Stay outside, inside. So if he's starting to play this way, what do? Is I actually just triangle my legs back the same way. And that way, if he tries to move, I try to move. Now it's going to be a matter of, can I just curl my toes more? Because now, if he tries to move anywhere, I can also start getting behind and pinning his ankles. So now, if he goes to wiggle out, it's much harder to move, right? So what I just want you to understand is, like, he goes to play, let's say we're playing the old, like I'm saying, old school half guard, just triangle behind me. No, say old school. So he's going to his outside lockdown, stay here, but stay down on this side. The cost of it is he's locking himself down. So there may be a point where I say, Carlos, you feel me doing this and triangling back, I'm just locking you, I'm doing the same thing, all he would do is keep the same, no, just unhook off my leg, and just start curling his big toes, curl your right big toe back towards this wall. So this foot right here, right toe, just to start, we'll just do right. Curl that right toe all the way back. Yeah, because now, if I'm trying to do that same thing, and I go to try to flatten you out, keep everything inside. Don't let me get inside for right now. He can access his arm, he can stretch me out, then he can decide where he needs to move. Now, if he's starting to move on me, and I'm just showing you how this ties together, keep going. I don't want him to move more. I start curling my left or my right big toe back up. He goes to move. I can decide, do I need my hips to build the height? Do my upper body? If I feel like he's moving too much and getting under my legs, I need to use my toes to kind of push back in that position. So like now you start combining an outside lockdown with this idea of you're locking me down at the cost that it's locking you down until I mirror it, I'm doing something where you slid to this one protection, I'm checking out of it. So now he doesn't have to fundamentally change everything, do the outside lockdown. I start to do the same thing. He could stay right here, and I just say, just start, as I start to like get inside and doing all this, instead of focusing on so much here to start, just start curling your right big toe back towards Chris. Good. Now you have height. Now you can decide, all right, how do you want to get, if you start curling both of your toes down, you can keep turning belly down. So a lot of people are trying to do octopus. They would just do better just curling their big toes underneath them to build height. So that way you can get here. If you stop curling your big toe, I'm going to cross face you and smash you. Watch, just keep that. Yeah. I'm going to start cross facing. Start curling your big toes. Toes. And keep turning down. Keep turning down. Keep turning down. Tuck your head low, hips high, curl your toes. Just curl your toes. Just go curl your toes. Now, even if I get this, curl, keep curling, 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 curling. I go to take the back, he's on top because I can't ever combine and combo out of that. So that's where a lot of times when you're watching a lot of the instructionals, like please, like just like what Craig would say, or Eduardo, like Eduardo tell us, learn a lot from. Neil Mellon said you can learn a lot from. Eric Paulson you can learn a lot from. A lot of things that people are watching from like old school stuff. People think that it's like, it doesn't work. No, it works. Sometimes you just got to put a little seasoning on it. And the biggest thing where I find most people struggle on this is that they don't have to fundamentally change what they're doing. As you go against higher skilled people, like you're gonna have to make minor micro adjustments. All you have to focus on right now is top is winning, bottom is losing, and where on your side may be okay. Without worrying about trying to move me. Because think of it as like, all right, you're trying to bench press this. What puts you fundamentally in the best position to just start turning belly down? Keep curling your toes under you. Just keep curling your toes. I don't even need you, like I don't want you to roll your ankle, so don't get yourself over. Just curl your big toes. Curl your big toes. Keep curling your big toes. I want you to turn belly down. So which way should your thumbs face? Yeah, keep turning that way. And now just keep that position and everything else. Now, full disclosure, I'm more left side dominant. He's more right. I'm going to have some ways I can play with this, but as he keeps going and he's trying to pin me down, what do I start doing? I'm focused on staying on my left side at all costs. He flattens me out. I want to go to my right. So I start to take him that way. I can start looking at arm locks from here. Some old school stuff I would do like Brandon. I showed with like talk with Dante a long time ago. So then I start curling, start curling, start curling. And we're just rinse and repeating. I can't stress this enough. You can watch every single instructional. They're all going to work. You can learn from everybody. They're all going to work. You won't watch this, and a lot of things that you're going to see from me, you're going to look at and go, I don't think that's silly. It's not going to work. Or what's he talking about? And everything else. Then you see it in a video 3 to 5 years from now, or it's a new big breaking thing. Like, similar to how people are naming locks. So I'm just going to start calling everything like George stuff, Dante stuff, Tom stuff. it's all tied together. We're just window dressing it a different way. The result is what matters, and all I want you to do is just learn from who you're going to learn from, and then focus on these little details. Like that alone, if I said right now, Carlos, train with Chris, right? Do you need to train balls to wall? No, I'm going to say you're going to go to there, and I'm only focusing on where your thumbs, your feet are pointing, and we have more in detail with a lot of the other videos we filmed, the other services we have with C-Spy and a couple other pieces too, is that this fundamentally is across the board, jiu-jitsu, grappling, striking, every piece of combat sports and combat intelligence is all going to play in this. Usually people beat themselves more than I need to win, and more so on top of it, they get in their own way. So what I'm going to say to them, again, just like what I'd have you guys do as a practice, stay on your non-dominant side. Keep your hands all the way in. The whole game out of this, if you want to play a game or you just want to do situational, you can do it this way, right? Because remember, keep that. The cost of the triangle is it locks him down and it locks me down. If he played this as a Z guard, just crush your feet. Now he's just playing closed guard on my leg. So now he's got the shin in front. Just focus on those toes. This can be in. Just stay on your side. Just stay on your side. Just stay on your side. Stay on your side. And then if he doesn't like that, what could he do? Once I get too far in, he uses his toes from that position. Go ahead, curl, 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 hands face, hands face. Then I say, hey, come back, bring that leg back in front. Dolphin it back in, or however you want to say it, curl it, good. And now we go from here. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get by it. Do what I just told you to do. Use the feet. Feet. Curl those toes. Toes. Focus on the toes, focus on your hands and your thumbs. Focus on that. Just focus on that. Now bring it back in front. Good. Yep, you're good. Keep on. I'd rather have him get more quality reps, him or her, get quality reps of that, because everything else is going to be based off of how you stretch me horizontally and vertically. I can't stress it enough. I know I see, this is why this is important. I say that way too many times. I can't stress this. You will save yourself years and so many times of frustration. Just focus on that. If a move isn't working, come back to something like this, start to break it down. Where are my hands pointing? Am I beating myself off the bat? How do I need to play? And then the cool thing is when we get into some of these leg locks, get everything else, just like we talked about in the other video, I can either focus on the leg position, then the grip becomes secondary. I just take the grip, and every position I'm in has the ability of a leg lock. Every position I'm in has an ability of an arm lock. Every position I'm in has the ability for some kind of triangle, if they influence it that way too. So, have any questions, let us know. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you to Carlos for saying, because he's doing a lot of big things between coaching here, coaching over at Dante's second school, Chris filming again, and sacrificing his legs, and Brian and Nick, everybody else. We have